Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink, and welcome back to the Demon Souls livestream series. Yeah, I was meant to say playthrough. It's not really a playthrough. There are several different playthroughs that go on, so it's more of a livestream series rather than a livestream playthrough. I'm just used to the whole livestream playthrough series that I do as well, so... One of the There goes my keyboard. I mean, if you know anything about my keyboard, it has a habit of falling and doing things like that. But anyway, like, I have so many different series that I record for that I get used to introducing that it makes introducing any of my recordings a little bit harder each time. But regardless, I will mention just to start with here that the lighting that you are currently seeing for my webcam is absolutely subject to change because, annoyingly, I'm having constantly shifting lighting conditions outside, which is currently causing it to be darker than it was even when I did my checks before starting the live stream. And that's like a space of about 60 seconds, so yeah, it's quite annoying. I'm going to make sure that YouTube actually saved all of my live stream settings. I think that it did. Yeah, it did. Okay. Because YouTube has been phenomenally useless as of late, as I have explained. I think I explained it in my last Demon Souls recording, actually. So yeah, nothing's changed, YouTube is still completely useless, and yeah, that's how that works. Regardless, as I did also mention in the previous recording that I did, which was a Monster Hunter PS2 demo disc recording, first launch. That's what it was intended to be. It was like a first impression sort of video. Like I explained there, my laptop is dead, so I'm having to use my PC to look at the chats. What that means is that I'm not going to be able to see at a glance. Well, not even at a glance. Yeah, it was a benefit having my laptop to be able to glance at the chat, but more than anything, I was able to see the chat move in my peripheral vision. So I would be able to see immediately, pretty much, unless I was extremely focused on whatever was happening on my television. I'd be able to see when a new message was sent in a chat, whereas here, I actually have to move my head to have a look, so yeah, kind of annoying. As I did also mention in my previous recording, in that Monster Hunter video, I might set up my tablet to look at chats in front of me again, but I don't know how that's going to work, and to be honest, I couldn't really be bothered getting that all set up just now, so for the moment we're going to use my PC, and I actually have the benefit of being able to see both stream chats plus the OBS window all at the same time, so that's kind of a good thing. Regardless, I don't think we have too much more to do with this particular build. We've already taken care of our shield, we've taken care of both of the weapons that we wanted to use for this build. You can see that they are both here. And in terms of rings, I don't really think we need anything other than, yeah, I suppose we might want the Ring of Great Strength if we decide to go with a little bit of a heavier armor set, but that's one thing that I still have yet to do when it comes to this build, not this armor set. It is to get an actual armor set of some description that I'm happy with going into the end game, or at least going into the final stages of the build itself. We are sort of at the final stages. I just need to get that armor set up and running. I still haven't made a decision on what armor set I want to use, so yeah, that's a thing. I could have used I think Mephistopheles has an armor set in this game. Possibly. I know that you can get her gold mask, but I'm not entirely sure about the rest of her armor. I don't think you can, actually. One thing that I can say for sure, however, is that the gold mask is a female-only item, and that means that I can't use it because I am male, which is kind of unfortunate. But regardless, yeah, I think that's kind of all I really wanted to say before getting started here. I do need to buy some arrows by the looks of it. These are just wooden arrows, I'm pretty sure. I would like to buy better arrows. I'm assuming that it would be good to talk to Blige or Patches to get better arrows. And generally, Patches is the better vendor of them all, so I'll probably go and rescue Patches at some point and buy some arrows from him. Instead of saying at some point, maybe I should say, let's do it now, you know. I need to be a little bit more proactive about what I'm doing. I actually have a number of souls here, so I might go and consume them. Will I? I have 8,305 souls right now, so that's not really enough to level up at this soul level, so I guess I'll just leave the consumable souls in my inventory and use them when I actually do plan to level up, which will probably be after I kill the Man-Eater boss. And I'm not really looking forward to fighting the Man-Eaters with this set, but I'd actually like to say that using the lava bow might actually be a good way to kill the Man-Eaters, because one problem with them is getting close to them and then getting hit off the edge, but if I can keep at a distance, then maybe I wouldn't have that problem. I'm sure I've used the lava bow to fight them in the past, but I just have no recollection of having done that. So, yeah. I guess we're going to talk to Patches. I'm pretty sure that I did see him in World 2-2 in this playthrough, so we are going to meet him there, talk to him, bring him back to the Nexus, and then possibly do the same in World 4-2, just to make sure that he doesn't disappear on us again. And yeah, we'll then make use of his shop, which should give us some good arrows. If not, then we will go and check out Blige. Or Blige. I don't like saying Blige, it sounds kind of dumb. Every single time I go to target this lizard, I target this fucking asshole instead. It's really frustrating. I don't like it at all. Now, is it just me, or is it while he's in that sort of burning to death animation, he can't be hit again? No. It was some sort of weird optical illusion, I guess. Oh, Jesus. What happened there? I managed to get caught by the first one. Fortunately, because I was already in the invulnerability period of me having been hit and falling on the ground, I didn't get hit by the second one. Imagine if you could chain hits in this game. That would be one way to make the Souls series a lot harder. By not even giving you invulnerability periods after getting hit. That would be totally rough. But as you can see, this is one benefit to using a Rapier. I mean, most of you are probably aware of that. Just being able to poke the enemy to death. I'm sure that that shield poke does slightly less damage than a regular thrust. I will have to check that out just to see roughly how much weaker this poke is. If it's not weaker at all than this attack, then that will be very interesting. And I don't know if that's actually changed as time has gone on throughout the series, but yeah, anyway. Well, yeah, I will mention, and I do need to keep on checking what's happening with the lighting. I'm going to make another adjustment. One moment. When I was first setting up the lighting for this recording, it was so bright outside that not only did I have to turn off my room lights, I also had to drop brightness down in OBS. I've never had to do that before. That's how bright it was. That's with the curtains drawn, that's with everything. Pure natural light, and my face was still being super shiny and illuminated. It was crazy. And now, of course, it's nowhere near as bright as that outside, so I have to make up for it with this. I'm going to then, as a result of having changed the brightness, this is one really annoying thing. So after having changed the brightness in my room, I have to drop back the white balance. Just so I look a little less orange. Yeah, there we go, that's good. Oh god, hopefully I don't have to make too many adjustments like that. I do understand that it does take you guys out of the experience a little bit, so I'm going to try and avoid that, but regardless, it is necessary, because I'm sure you guys would agree that it would be even more annoying for me to keep it in a terrible situation. Well, keep it looking bad rather than actually adjust it, keep it in a terrible situation. I have strange ways in which I describe things. Anyway, did I really not pick this up when I last came through? I suppose it's not entirely important, but you know. Usually if I see shinies in this area, I do pick them up, because it is, more often than not, some sort of upgrade material. So where is Patches? Have I already talked to him here? What's going on? What's going on? So isn't this the ring that he gives me when I talk to him? Okay, I guess he's in 4-2 then. That's kind of annoying, because I just came all this way to actually achieve nothing, so... Oh, can you fuck off, you stupid rockworm piece of shit. I do understand that I was stuck in the corner there, and that rolling wasn't going to suddenly allow me to pass through that solid object, but that wasn't really what I was trying to do. I was actually trying to get around it, but I was kind of stuck on the edge there. Regardless. This thing didn't even detonate last time. It's kind of weird. Now, I'm pretty sure that I don't have any shards of archstone or anything like that, so I will have to manually go back. I'm not going to use the nexual binding, because then I would lose 9,000 souls, and we don't want that now, do we? So we will have to manually go back, frustratingly enough. I have actually been playing some Dark Souls 3 today. I played a little bit of it yesterday as well. I usually stop playing Dark Souls 3 for a period of, I guess a few months, maybe 2 or 3, every single time I stop playing. And I don't necessarily know why that's the case. I would say it has less to do with the fact that I'm not finding Dark Souls 3 interesting, and more to do with the fact that I just can't stop playing other games, you know, like Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate has been taking up a lot of my time this year. As some of you may be aware, it was an intention of mine to play Monster Hunter Online before it shut down, and I do still plan to do that, because I'm getting to the point now with Generations Ultimate where I can pretty much just leave it alone. There are very few things that I have left to do in that game, apart from true endgame stuff. So now I'm feeling a little bit more encouraged to go and play Monster Hunter Online, but I don't know when that'll end up happening. Probably, it might be a November thing at this rate, because it's already the 16th of October, what the fuck. But, yeah. You just killed Gale in the Ring City. I haven't gotten the Ring City DLC yet. I do intend to get it. I think I have one of the DLCs for Dark Souls 3. At the moment I'm just doing vanilla builds. So I've done 3 so far. It's funny because I've been saying even somewhat recently that I'd only done 2 builds in Dark Souls 3. But actually I had done a 3rd one earlier on this year, I would say between January and April of this year. And I had completely forgotten that I'd even done that. I don't know why, but sometimes I just do things in games and I just have no recollection of having done them. It's very bizarre. I have a recollection of having done it once I see the end result, but for some reason it just wasn't in my immediate memory that I'd gone back to Dark Souls 3 and played it again and done a full build. A full build in the sense that I'm sort of at the end of New Game. I'm at soul level 100 to 120. I've done everything up to the final boss of the vanilla game. And yeah. But for the most part I haven't really done any of the DLC stuff. I do intend to do some DLC stuff. I just haven't really gotten around to it yet. Just poke you to death. Again, just for an update, we are currently trying to get patches in the Nexus as a vendor so that we can buy some more arrows for our lava bow, because of course this is the Epee Rapier / lava bow build, so therefore I can't just be using the Epee Rapier all the time now, can I? Bit of advice, use poison. I have been, but thank you. I've been using poison and also bleed. That was my 3rd build actually. It was a dual blades build, or a dual swords build, however you say that in the Souls series. I can't even think now of how you'd want to say that. But yeah, it was literally that, and the luck stat too. I think the luck stat was boosted to maybe 25 or 30. I think it ended up being 25, but I'm happy to rise it, or raise it to 30 rather. Rise it to 30. Speak English, Doomlink, please. But yeah, luck stat for more frequent procs of bleed and poison. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I do enjoy the experience of that. As you can see, poking is definitely helpful when you've got a shield like this, although I did botch a little bit of that, I will admit. But anyway, life goes on. So now we can talk to Patches and he will subsequently appear in the Nexus and we will be able to purchase some arrows from him. We do currently have 16,768 souls. I do give you that update because you guys can't really see that, but yeah. It is looking a little bit dark again. I don't know how it's getting progressively darker and darker outside. Obviously, I mean, I'm not incredibly knowledgeable about these things, but I'm not so mentally retarded that I can't work out the fact that there are some clouds that are covering the sun. But more than anything else, I'm just confused as to why it had to happen right as I was recording. It was so bright again that it was just insane. I don't think I've ever recorded while it was so bright. And then between getting ready for the live stream and actually being live, the lighting conditions had changed completely. So yeah. Having said that, it is not a good idea for me to not use natural light, because then I'm fucked, because I don't have enough lighting in my room to make it look alright. It's just going to look like a mess. If I had lots of studio lights in my room, maybe it would be perfectly fine, but it's not perfectly fine because I don't have those, so yeah. 99 luck plus Carthus curved sword. That's pretty crazy. I can't remember if I used the Carthus curved sword as, those are the dual blades, aren't they? Or the dual swords. It's not just one, it's 2. And I think I might have infused it with something. I might have gone bleed with that. I might not have used it as its, like its regular path, because I think it still maintains its bleeding capability. Or maybe I don't remember what I did with it, actually. Maybe, no, I wouldn't have infused it with bleed. That would have been redundant. I think I might have added poison to it so that it could deal both poison and bleed, possibly. Again, it's been a number of months since I touched that, so I can't remember, but regardless, it's always good to go back into Dark Souls 3, and it's one of those games that I'm playing on PC as well, and I do prefer to play on PC in general these days, so this feels like I'm putting time into a game where it's actually going to be recorded and will theoretically last forever. I don't know what kind of arrows these are, but I'm just going to guess that they're... Oh dear lord. Maybe I should have to. Maybe I should check online to see what he sells so that I can actually see what this is. This is one issue playing the Japanese version when you can't read Japanese. I'll have to compare the characters to this here. Okay, so it's a different arrow type to this one, clearly. So... Okay. Maybe we'll buy them? Let's just buy them. They're probably going to be perfectly functional. I don't know what type of arrows they are, but they're only worth 30 souls each. So I can buy maybe... Let's buy about 100 of those, shall we? Okay, 115, that's a good number. So now we've got a total of 121 arrows of whatever this is. Oh, I see. You can see that it increases the damage by 20. So that's always nice, but... I wonder if there is a better type of arrow out there. Probably. But for now, we'll just stick with this, whatever this arrow happens to be. It's just so funny that I don't know what arrow this is, but anyway. What the fuck is Elden Ring? Never heard of that before. Anyway, so, what are we doing? Are we ready to take on the rest of 3-2? Did we... Yeah, so we are pretty much ready to almost straight away fight the boss of 3-2. Because what's happening is, or what happened was, to actually get the Epee Rapier, we needed to pretty much complete the area apart from kill the boss. So, yeah, I suppose we can go and take on this boss and see how my theory of being able to easily kill the man-eaters using the lava bow checks out. No, milkshake. No. It's a new From Software RPG. Don't call it a fucking Souls game or I'll get upset. Don't you even dare. Don't you even dare, because it's been made clear to me by From Software that if it doesn't have Souls in the title, it's not a Souls game. And I'm not interested in From Software RPGs right now. Not even remotely. If it's not Souls, I'm not interested. That's just how I am. I know nothing about Sekiro, and I have no intention of knowing anything about Sekiro for another 5 years at least. At least. That's like the fucking bare minimum of time until I'm interested in knowing a few things about Sekiro. Part of it is because I have too many games that I want to play right now, and not enough time. Not just on the channel, but in general. Just in my own personal leisure time. And as well as that, there's my experience with Bloodborne, which is a modern From Software RPG. That was so close, you saw what nearly happened just there. But yeah, after having experienced Bloodborne, which is a modern From Software RPG that is not Souls, I can say very, very comfortably that I have zero fucking interest in what From Software wants to do outside of the Souls series, so there you go. So you're saying it will probably end up being another Souls game? So does that therefore mean that Elden Ring is a working title? Because that's bothersome, regardless. I don't think it will be another Souls game, because it needs to have Souls in the name. Because Bloodborne wasn't a Souls game, and anyone who says Soulsborne needs a smack across the fucking face, because it's From Software RPG. I will play Kingsfield at some point. I do plan to get into that. But I will not do anything Bloodborne and beyond. That's not fucking happening. Zero interest. And yeah. That's what's happening. It's just my opinion. Of course, everything is my opinion, let's just make that very clear. I am the type of person to have pretty strong opinions, generally. That doesn't necessarily... What am I doing, even? I just realised that I'm... Because I am not actually paying attention to what I'm doing right now, this is quite funny, actually. Because I'm not paying any attention to what I'm doing right now, I'm actually going through the whole of World 4.2. No, 3.2, yeah, sorry. Going through the entirety of World 3.2 as if I haven't already done it. And I have already done it. It's just I'm operating completely subconsciously right now. Because I was getting slightly emotional. I think I'm dead now, aren't I? Oh no, I managed to survive that, fortunately. That was quite fortunate, indeed. You would love more DLC for 3? Yeah, that would be fine. Dark Souls 3 is a fine game. But I will say strongly that in terms of the experience of playing through the game, I don't enjoy the world areas as much in 3 as I did in the first Dark Souls game and this game. I wish that I could enjoy Dark Souls 3's areas more than I do, but I just don't. In terms of the game itself, however, it's the perfect amalgamation of everything that made Dark Souls and Demon Souls good. And it also included some good improvements from Dark Souls 2 as well. It's very interesting to me that people want to have a positive opinion of Dark Souls 2. Most people have a negative opinion of Dark Souls 2, but you do have some people who either they've got some sort of mental deficiency or they don't know any better, think that Dark Souls 2 is actually a good Souls game, and yet you can see Dark Souls 3 include only the good things of Dark Souls 2 and threw everything else out. Everything else out. That's proof that in spite of Dark Souls 2's success, From Software were smart enough to go, we fucked up. They didn't even decide that they fucked up. They didn't base their decision of whether or not they fucked up on the game sales. They instead based the decision on common fucking sense. Dark Souls 2 was dog shit. That's what it was. And so, yeah. Dark Souls 3 is absolutely not that, because they woke up to themselves. And what they did was they took some things that were actually positive about Dark Souls 2, like how weapon durability would restore when resting at the bonfire, and that would sort of be how weapon durability worked. And then you also had the fact that you could consume multiple souls at one time. That was very useful. Little things like that. It was a very good thing. Alright, so we're going to try using the lava bow. We're dealing a decent amount of damage, as you can tell. We are now in targetable distance, so we'll... Okay, the man-eater is just... He just stood there going, are you for real, bro? That was actually his reaction at that time. This is working out rather well, actually. Okay, he's now in close range, so we need to maybe get moving so he doesn't do anything too crazy. He's already doing some crazy things, so let's get past him. Alright. Damn it. No. So I think his friend's about to appear momentarily. One benefit, again, to having this sort of ranged capability is that if he's flying around like an idiot, as he likes to do, that's not really going to affect us too much. Hold on. Where is he gone? Hello? Sometimes I completely lose him. And it's very frustrating. There you are. What are you doing? Sometimes this guy is just off his nut. Alright, calm down. Thank you. And stay down, will you? For fuck's sake. Anyway. See who I got a fucking call from, and if I should expect to get another call. I don't know. Some random ass fucking number that's been annoying me lately. Anyway. Going to run back. We're going to run back to where we need to go, which is the fucking boss room. And we still have a decent number of arrows. We're not at risk of running out of arrows, but I'd prefer to not use all these arrows only to die to the fucking boss. And I had no real business dying to that boss. It was only because of something stupid happening. Where, I don't know, the game didn't register what my controller input was correctly. I don't know. I can assure you that I did not actually hold forward at any point in time and roll. That did not happen. Very annoying. Anyway. Why the fuck? I don't know what, saying that it's connecting to the chat on Twitch. Can you just connect, please? Thank you. Or no, it doesn't want to connect, I suppose. That's fine. Whatever floats your boat, Twitch. Seriously. Anyway. So let's go kill this bastard thing. Hopefully we can get it in the back. Again, here we go. And we'll just stab him to death. Like so. Yeah, I'm really unimpressed with that death, but oftentimes when I do die to the man-eater, it is a fairly bullshit death that I can easily pass off as unfair, but that was particularly bad. That's probably the first time I've had that bad of a fall death during the man-eater fight. So, anyway, let's try again. Oh god. You're being a little bit more aggressive than you were the first time, man-eater. I'm gonna head up here just so I can get my souls. Don't want to miss out on those. I now have a total of 15,000. That is something we don't want to lose, for sure. Now what I would like is if I were to try and target, it cancelled out of my aim in, but it doesn't, unfortunately, so I have to... You basically have to commit to the aim in. Oh, can you not stand right there? Please. You fucking dickhead. Now, the Epee Rapier itself, I have no idea what kind of damage that is doing to this guy. But I'm probably going to stick with the lava bow for now. I might use the Epee Rapier on the second one. Or something. Can you... Okay, just... If you're gonna fly around, stay still. If you're gonna be on the ground, stay still. Which is probably a tall order for a boss that wants to kill me, but still. It's fucking annoying. Oh, scheiße. Anyway. Currently at 63 arrows. He's not going to last too much longer. Stop that. No, you don't. I hate that attack. Alright, we need to kill this guy ASAP. No, you don't. Okay, so I've got your friend coming after me now. The less you fly around acting like a fucking idiot, the sooner I can get this done with. Get this over and done with. I can't differentiate between the two of them now. I think you're the one that I was fighting before. No. Shit. You need to die and stop flying behind the pillar, please. I've become so polite now, saying please to the man-eater. Please stop being a fucking nuisance. What are you doing? That's actually good. Keep doing that. Standing in one place. What? Whatever. Okay. No. Are you the one? Yes. Sometimes it feels as if the arrow just disappears into nowhere. No, stop! Okay, we're gonna Epee Rapier him. Or not, because he's gonna fly around again. Thank you. Now for your friend, who is being an idiot as well, apparently, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, so the damage of the Epee Rapier is really encouraging me to continue with my lava bow strategy. Stop! That was close. Had I not rolled, or had I not been in an invulnerability period, or whatever that ended up being, I would have been thrown off the edge. I'll stop. Sometimes, see how that fucking arrow just should have hit him, but it didn't? What are you doing? Look at him. Stop it. Okay, ranged combat with these guys, annoying. FYI. Yes, arrows do not track, clearly. I mean, I knew that, but it's fucking annoying. I have missed a number of these arrows. It's reminding me of my bow-only build, actually. But it is necessary for me to do this because my Epee Rapier is quite insufficient. It went between his legs! Fuck off! I'm on edge because if I fail this again, it's going to be extremely frustrating because I'm not doing too much damage to these guys, so it's taking me quite some time to kill one. So if I get to the point again where I need to do this from the start, it's going to be so frustrating. I don't want to go ranged with this guy because he fucks around too much. Oh, hit the torch in the middle this time. You know, by the time I draw back the bow, he's gone and fucked off to do something else. Don't roll off the edge, don't we? Alright. His life is slowly disappearing. Managed to hit me, that's fine. We'll go back into the middle and heal. Alright. Getting to the end of this. I don't know why that arrow missed. Why are you so hopeless, mate? Either I'm hopeless, the bow is hopeless, or you're hopeless. I think it's a mixture of all three, personally. Oh, shit. No, you don't. It's funny, when he stands on the pillar like that, he really does look like a gargoyle, which is what they're kind of going for. The gargoyle bosses of the later Souls games were modelled after this guy. More or less. Alright. The demon was destroyed, apparently. I'd say it's about fucking time. I don't like this ledge. There's something about it. It resists you slightly, which forces you to put a little bit more effort into moving forward, and then as a result, you just go straight off the fucking edge if you're being too stupid about it, as you were able to see there. My controller battery is low, so hopefully that won't be a problem. I do currently have whoa, that was a bit of a frame drop there. I do currently have 32,000 souls. Now that's not so much to level up on its own, but I will go back to the Nexus, consume all of the consumable souls that I have in my inventory, and then I will, after that, level up. Should have a decent number of souls at that point. Oh dear. Works. What's happening? Oh shit, I'm downloading. Am I down? No, I'm not. This is what happened last time. When I was doing my last Ocarina of Time livestream, I was actually torrenting with my stream connection, which was why things were getting a little slow. And then as a result, it drained the rest of my month's stream connection, which was fucking annoying, but anyway. God, that was terrible. We'll go and equip all of the souls that we want to use here. Wow, we actually do have a lot, so I have made the right call to do this. Again, while 32,000 or whatever it is that I have is not amazing, it'll be a lot better after this. Yeah, 32,000, so. You can't see my soul counter right now, that's why I'm constantly giving you updates on it. I'm not going to put a big border around the game and have the actual game itself be smaller. I'd rather have myself positioned over it. It's just the better way to do it, in my opinion. All those stupid stream borders, they look like garbage. Like, sometimes you see really shit trends arise, and that was one of them. Here we go, this is going to be a lot of souls. So we're currently at 60... Looks like 65,000 65,504. There you go. So we'll go and re-equip our grass here. I don't think we had Half Moon Grass equipped before. We do have it equipped now. Okay. And we'll definitely go and buy some more arrows because I did end up using a shit ton of them. Where is the main in black? She is up by the last archstone that we visited, which she often likes to do. Soul of the mind, key to life's ether. That's a good point. What do I want to level up? We'll take you to 30 to start with. So we have all the stats that we need for all the weapons that we're using, obviously, because we're using both of them to perfect effect right now. So, at this stage it's mostly upgrading vitality, maybe a little bit of endurance, maybe aim to get endurance to 20, vitality to 30 to 40, and then magic needs to be nice and high, because our fire damage does scale with magic. Our Epee Rapier, I believe on a physical damage level, does scale with magic. And of course the fire damage of the Epee Rapier should also scale, but definitely the lava bow's damage will scale with magic. So, yeah. Do we want more health or more damage right now? That's kind of what we're choosing between. I guess we'll take you to 35 and then well, wasn't really keeping track of my souls, obviously. I was expecting to level up twice or 3 times more. But yeah, that's perfectly fine. We'll be able to... Oh yeah, let's go and... I almost forgot to use my mixed demon soul, because this shit is not going to be used for anything. What is this even? Is that the dragon demon soul? I think it is. Well, I don't think we're going to use that for anything. I kept it, I think, because I wasn't entirely sure of what to do with it. But, yeah. What is this exactly? Is that the... No, what is that? I don't know what that is. I know the last one, though, is the Dragon Demon Soul. We'll probably use that later, once I'm more confident in using it. Alrighty, so we'll have some more souls once we kill the Archdemon of World 3, who will of course be the old monk. So, yeah, we've been streaming for 40 minutes. We'll be completing this Archstone soon. I won't do a terribly long stream today. I'll probably have it be about an hour and 20, an hour and 30. Will it let me skip? I think it will, because I'm technically in offline mode right now, so... Again, whenever you were not playing in offline mode, you couldn't skip this cutscene, and it was frickin' annoying. So, as I have mentioned before, that is one of the only benefits to the online servers no longer existing for Demon Souls. You can, once again, skip those fucking cutscenes for the old monk. I do have to say that that was a really cool mechanic where they went ahead and allowed players to invade as the boss. That was really kind of cool. Oh no, you don't. It's very dangerous with these guys when they decide to do the soul ray attack. Oh, that's not good. I knew that was going to fuck me over, because I reacted too late. And those guys are really strong, so... I'll have a Stone of Ephemeral Eyes and try again. Or maybe I'll save my stone until I actually get to the boss fog, just to make sure that I don't fuck anything up. Oh, I don't have the cling ring on this build, do I? Because I was being weird and I didn't pick it up. Let's just not get hit, chat. Or maybe we should really use a Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. I think we'll be fine if we try again with another stone. We have 12, we should be fine. I have that many because I haven't taken down any locations to feel black or anything like that, so... Because that's usually what eats away at your stones. Either that or dying a lot while alive, which is not ideal. Of course, that's what is required for taking down an area, but I meant dying unintentionally. That's a thing. But anyway. So again, when he does his soul ray, we are totally fucked, because... Alright, let's get out. Now we'll use our lava bow. I forgot to buy arrows. Well, fortunately I wasn't intending on using the lava bow in this boss fight, because you can't really fight this boss ranged. His whole idea, his whole challenge is the fact that he's right on you. So you can't really heal so easily in that boss fight unless you have some sort of weapon that throws him away from you or something. What kind of damage are we doing here? 196 damage. That's kind of not amazing. Anyway. No! See, this is the reason why I healed myself with a Stone of Ephemeral Lives, because I knew if I managed to get myself hit with one of those things, it would be an absolute guaranteed death if I did not have either the Cling Ring or full health. Anyway. No, you don't. I don't know why I did that. That was really dangerous, and I should not have been so greedy. I should just do one attack, get the fuck out of there. I shouldn't have gone back into his range so quickly, because there is quite a prolonged hitbox with that attack, where he has that wide area of effect shockwave. It does linger for quite some time. But anyway. Yeah, suppose we're ready to go. Can we parry this guy? I think we can. I'll try. Maybe I should not try. Let's heal. Just fucking poke him to death, I guess. He doesn't like that, as you can tell. But yeah, he gets in close because he has the homing soul arrow, which is a lot more effective at close range than it is at long range. It's very easy to avoid at long range, but close range, not so much. So I believe it's, I don't think it's timed, I think it's health based. Once he hits a health threshold, he whips out the homing soul arrows, but I could be wrong. Maybe it's not health based. You see, I didn't actually hit him to pull that out, so maybe it is time-based and not health-based. The number of soul arrow things that he has to shoot at you is definitely health-based, though. The lower his health is, the more of those he has. So, as you guys can see, this is a big benefit to using the Night Shield with its rather high guard break reduction. As you can see, he now has 3, so I've taken him down to half health, a bit past half. Or no, it'll be half momentarily, I think. It's hard to tell. I think it's at half now, yeah. Ooh. Get over here, mate. I need to hit you. I never thought I would say something like, "Get over here, mate," to the boss who always tries to get as close to you as possible. That's kind of funny. It's a little bit slow going, but it's not difficult. Just a little time consuming. Even if we do allow ourselves to get hit by that soul arrow, we should be alright. It does do a decent amount of damage, but... oof. Managed to shield that, fortunately. Of course, one benefit to the Dark Silver Shield, which is probably the second best medium-sized shield in the game, is that it does shield a lot more magic than the Night Shield, but generally I don't find that to be a good, how do I call it, trade-off for the Dark Silver Shield's lack of guard break reduction. I think it's between 6 and 8 more with the Night Shield plus 10 in terms of guard break reduction versus the Dark Silver Shield. So, I would rarely recommend going for the... He is trying to parry me. I don't know if a poke attack can be parried, you know that? I have a feeling that it can't. I'm sure a strong attack can, but I don't think a poke attack with a rapier can be parried, which makes the rapier weapon type actually kind of useful going up against the old monk. He is almost at the end of his tether. More explicitly, he is about to die. See, he did try to parry me there. I'd like to try and parry him, but that's boring. Bye. Felt like I just turtled him for the whole fight, but that's the best way to fight him, really, if you've got a setup like this. You can go two-handed and sort of keep out of his range like that, but that's not as fun. I don't often get to poke people to death. Something a little different for me. Oh dear. A little bit drowsy. Alright, let's go buy some arrows. Probably get around 100 again. Unless we end up at 115 again. We did. Because it increases the number really fast once you have held it for a certain length of time. Alright, so I don't think we want the yellow demon soul for anything, do we? We do have the Insanity Catalyst, but that's not going to be useful. We have no intention of using miracles, or, well, sorry, Insanity Catalyst is for spells. The Beast Talisman is for both miracles and spells. But yeah, I have no intention of really getting that. Because I have no intention of using magic. You see, I don't have the Catalyst equipped. But, yeah. I suppose we'll go and use it. I mean, what else can we get with it? We can get, it's just spells, isn't it? It's like Soul Thirst, Homing Soul Arrow, Insanity Catalyst. Is there anything else you can get with the Yellow Demon Soul? I don't think so. Yeah, let's just use it. Worst case scenario, we can just get it in New Game Plus again anyway, so yeah. We currently have 75,509 souls. So that's pretty good. We do actually have the Ring of Avarice on at the moment, so that's a good thing. Where the hell is, again, by the last Archstone that we were in. That is where the Maiden in Black is. Soul of the Mind, key to life's ether. We're going to get you to 35, leave magic alone for a little while, aim to get you to 20, and then endurance to 20, and then maybe magic to 40, then vitality to 25. That's probably our current goal, I would say. So yeah, 35 magic, which is pretty good. Now doing 198 damage with the Epee Rapier. I do really need to upgrade that further, because it's starting to get a bit weak. But, well, where can we get some colourless demon souls? How is our world tendency for... You can see that Boletarian Palace is still just one level off pure white. It's so fucking annoying. It's like the game refuses to let me into Execution Meralda's area while I'm live streaming. Like, what's the fucking deal with that? It's so frustrating. Fuck. Because there's a colourless demon soul in there. Where else is there one? Are we at the point now where we need to go to... Well, we need to get primeval demons to spawn, is that what we need? Valley of Defilement is looking pretty good for taking down. Except to actually access the primeval demon, I do need to kill a boss, which will be the Leechmonger, which will increase the world tendency a bit, which is a little annoying, but... Yeah, so what are we at right now? Do we want to move on to World 4 or World 5? What's best? Maybe World 5, and then we can take down World 5 to get the Colourless Demon Soul to upgrade to +3. Maybe we can do that. What other items can we trade with Sparkly the Crow for Colourless Demon Souls? Maybe I've already... So I think you've got the Talisman, you've got the Gold Mask, and that's probably it. I am glad that the Lava Bow can't be upgraded, otherwise I'd be having to use some Colourless Demon Souls on that as well. Of course, we will be able to get a lot of Colourless Demon Souls from Mephistopheles once she is around, but I don't think she's around yet. We could make her be around. Where is Ostrava? Is he, he's not here, is he? No. I'll have to remember this time that when I do kill Ostrava for a Colourless Demon Soul, that I do not allow him to commit suicide. That will not work in my favour at all. Alright. I rescued Saint Urbain, so, I mean, this is just a thought. Maybe I can kill Saint Urbain and his followers. I could kill Baldwin because he doesn't really help me out that much. I could kill Sage Frake's follower. Do we have to kill Sage Frake as well? Because there are certain tasks that Mephistopheles gives you if you haven't already killed certain people. And this is before she gives you the tasks for Colourless Demon Souls, so... yeah. There are 3 people that she gets you to kill for Colourless Demon Souls. It's Bior, Patches, and Ostrava. So that's 3. So I guess that's all we really need to do, is that right? Maybe that's our current objective. Let's give it a try. We'll try and get our character tendency way down, and see if as a result... well, I don't really want to kill Patches yet, do I? That's a good point. I think she makes you kill Patches before... oh, killing Patches is going to be fucking impossible with this build. Yeah, that's not going to work at all. It's impossible because what Patches does is he turtles you to hell, and he slowly heals himself over time using the Adjudicator shield that he's actually turtling you with. Unless I can parry his pokes, which I don't think I can, it's going to be damn near impossible to kill him with this build, so I might not bother. Well, with that in mind, we're going to have to take down some areas. And again, I think that will end up being World 5. So I think we're going to take on World 5 first. Kill the Leechmonger, take it down, and then go to wherever the Primeval Demon spawns. Which I believe is just near the Slug Nest. Alrighty. Let's go do it. Did we have anything that we needed to do? We got all the arrows that we needed. Let's go and equip them, I suppose. And then I think we should be good to go. Again, I don't know what armor set I want to use, but... yeah. We do have a free ring slot, so we can use something a little heavier and maybe fast roll with it. It's definitely an option. Could use the Gloom set. I passed on the Gloom set, didn't I? I think I did. Yeah. Because I killed Yurt, but I didn't pick up any of his stuff, so I guess I don't have the Gloom set in this build, which is kind of fine. Yeah, I don't have the Gloom set. That's alright. Could use the Dark Silver set, possibly, but generally I like to use the Dark Silver set for somewhat heavy builds. I think the Dark Silver set is slightly lighter than the Fluted Knight set. I'll work it out. We'll just stick with this armor set for now and take on World 5. Again, it's not my intention to finish World 5 in this recording. I won't do too much more. I don't know why I'm having some sort of stream issue. Why is that happening? Nothing's being downloaded. Unless Steam is downloading something. No. So what is causing the bad stream playback? Head is phasing out of existence. Oh, the lighting outside is changing. It's getting brighter. Oh god. You can see that my face is disappearing now. We can fix that with the chroma key settings. One moment. Again, it is very annoying when this happens, but anyway. There we go. So that's a little better. Oh god, it's getting really bright now. Is that too dark? I've turned off the light in my room completely. Oh, that could stand to be a little brighter. Do bear with me. That's looking alright. Okay. Just adjusting to the conditions. Alrighty, let's go. What was I thinking about just before I got interrupted by the changing lighting conditions? Shit. Was it game related or something else? I don't know. I was concerned about something and it was bothering me. I remember that much. Anyway, too bad. What? Oh yeah, it was the stream playback. I wasn't sure as to why that was slowing down. It is bizarre. Why am I rolling around? Please stop that. You almost rolled off the edge, mate. It's really annoying. I could make use of my lava bow and attack some people at a distance. Can we stop, please? That hurts. What is this disgusting shit on the ground, even? These dogs that have been sort of ripped to pieces so their flesh is showing. It's really disgusting. I hadn't noticed this until now. It's really interesting how there are certain things that you just don't notice. You can see their spines, is that right? Yeah. So their spines are visible. That's gross. This game is gross. Anyway. Again, don't know why I'm rolling. It's making things a little too dangerous. It's the same with this dog. This is icky. Get me out of here. Yeah, anyway. Alright, let's head down here. We'll just make this a reasonably quick trip. I won't kill any of these guys. I don't really care about them. They don't give me souls, really, so... Oh, can you stop? You guys are probably saying, you're gonna get bitten in the ass if you don't fucking kill those guys, and I'm thinking, well, probably, but... Meaning, it'll bite you in the ass. Not you'll get bitten in the ass. It's a strange way to put it. But I meant it'll bite me in the ass if I do that. Some faint stone. We're not going to be using that. Alright, so we're definitely going to make use of the lava bow going up against the giant depraved ones for sure. There's no doubt about that. Oh, we're also going to use the lava bow against these guys because we don't want to go close to them and get affected by their... I think they're poison. Yeah, they poison you. Alrighty. Cool. The leechmonger should be very easy to kill because, of course, the leechmonger is weak to... Oh, this is not going to be good at all. What can I do here? Do I really want to waste arrows killing these things? I guess I could. Oh, no, 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 no. Shit, I'm so close to getting the plague. So close. Why are you here, filthy woman? I'm actually wasting arrows killing these rats, but they're disgusting. And I will need some space to fight that giant depraved one, so I don't think it's a terrible idea to kill these rats. And it's... I don't want to get close to them, okay? Maybe we'll whip out... See, this is... Okay. That's alright. And of course the big insult is that it's just crescent moon grass that they're protecting. And you'll get plagued in the meantime. Anyway. So let's go. Oh, can we not drop rocks on us, please? Or rocks on me? Why did that miss? It's fucking rude. We're doing a lot of damage with this lava bow, fortunately. And he is dead. Awesome. There is another giant depraved one just up here. But we'll kill these regular depraved ones to start with. I think all of these guys are fairly weak to fire, which is a good thing. Can you target him, please? I mean, I'm sure you guys were able to see that, but I was pressing R3 so much. Come on. I hit R1 and it just completely ignored my input. I mean, it could be me being retarded, but I don't think so. Anyway. Oh, can we not? Why does it aim so down low? You can hit them here and it will kill them. As you can see. Alright. Giant depraved one. I guess we'll kill this guy first. And his friend. And then the giant depraved one will follow. Why is he so far? Come on, mate. There we go. Alright, hopefully we can kill him before he gets in range. I think we can. There we go. He was technically in range, but I guess I should have... reiterated that by saying... Or revised that by saying... before he can hit us, rather than before he's in range. Alright. Is the leechmonger? We can probably attack it from here. Except we can't aim lower than this, which is kind of crazy, but alright, let's try this. That's pretty good. We could bow you to death. That'd be a bit of fun. That will hit me, but it's not really a problem. That is doing a little bit of damage, actually. Alright, heal, come on. Now, because this is considered a status ailment, it does reduce the efficacy of our grass. So that's a thing. Ow. Kill it. I don't know why I'm doing it. Stop. Heal. Now. That was risky. Die, please. Die, please. There we go. Wouldn't it be interesting if it died and then we died and then we missed out on our reward or whatever? That would really suck. I think the last time that happened, I didn't actually end up missing out on my soul reward somehow. Still don't remember how that ended up being the case, but it was alright in the end. So we can take down this area. But we'll see how much it's increased since killing the leechmonger. Oh dear, do excuse me. It's funny, when I stretch for some reason it causes the green screen to shit itself. For some reason it's being a little fuzzy, so I'm going to fix the chroma key a little bit. There we go. Alrighty. Oh, and just as I did that, it starts to get brighter. Shit. Can you see how bright it is? This is not pleasant. Anyway. Again, OBS is saying that I'm in like the red and the yellow. It's like, come on. Leave me alone. Alright, how are we going for world tendency? Oof. That's looking a bit bright, isn't it? Well, it's still the least bright of all of them, so I suppose we'll go ahead and take that down. Alrighty. Let's go and consume some of these, shall we? Not all of them, evidently. Alright. We now have 21,452 souls. Going to equip our grass again. Oh, maybe not. Again, I thought that was half moon grass, as I explained in, I think, the first part of this build. It's a little confusing because when you have crescent moon grass highlighted, it has the same color as half moon grass. It's fucking annoying. Anyway. So I think we are good to... Let's level up with these souls, because somehow, and I don't know how it's done, but I managed to lose my souls while taking down a world tendency, because I forget to actually pick up my soul. It's really kind of terrible. Alright. So I can part with 3,000 souls, that's fine. I have 3,325. We're going to commit suicide here. Actually, no, it's faster to do it in 5-1. Let's do 5-1. It's much faster. Because you can just go straight off the edge as you run into the area. So we'll go back to the Nexus. We're currently 1 hour and 6 minutes in. I would say that after we've done all this, we may actually, let's not fight the Dirty Colossus until we've upgraded our Epee Rapier, because that's going to be a long fight. Even though we do have fire damage with this Epee Rapier, the Dirty Colossus does have a decent amount of health. So I think we will be possibly using our lava bow to kill him as well. We'll have to see what happens. But anyway, what am I doing? Yes, I'm going back to 5-1 and killing myself repeatedly. Now, the good thing is, because I'm at 5-1, it's not going to glitch or send me to another area. Glitch and send me to another area, not glitch or send me to another area. Quite like it does in 4-2 when I'm killing myself. And it randomly takes me to 4-1. That's fucking annoying. Stop that. You can just go off the edge here. It's much faster. So how many times will we kill ourselves? We'll kill ourselves 3 times, then return to the Nexus and see what it's done to the world tendency. We don't need it at pure black. We can take it one step off pure black and it will be enough. But the primeval demon does appear in pure black, regardless. I might equip Stones of Ephemeral Eyes here. just to speed up the process a little bit. Strangely, I don't usually do this, but it's a lot better to do it, as you can tell. It's a bit faster. The time-consuming aspect of this, of course, is sitting at the loading screen every time. But, anyway. That's how it goes. You can learn the character names of all the NPCs, and no, I'm not picking up that soul. I think what ends up happening is, when I actually forget to pick up the soul when I do have a lot of souls there, in that soul, it's all very confusing saying soul to refer to different things. But, yeah, I think it's because I'm just a little bit over-eager, and I'm just trying to cycle through as fast as possible, but yeah, we're going to see how much that's dropped it down to, because of course you don't get an update on the world tendency until you return to the Nexus, so we'll have to do that. What have we got? That can go down another level, I think. That's, I think, the first level of black tendency. So one level below neutral, I think. So we can probably do it one more time. We'll be left with 8 stones of ephemeral eyes until such time that we decide that we want to be alive again, which I'm probably not going to do. Well, then again, I need to get the cling ring. Let's go and get the cling ring, because it's ridiculous for me to not have it even now. I do think that there is a usefulness to the cling ring. So, yeah. I think we'll go and grab it now. That should be all we need to do to get the primeval demon to spawn. Hopefully. And we'll cling ring our way through 5-2. But of course, to cling ring away in 5-2, we do need the cling ring. So I will go and get that. For sure. Sick of looking at this guy's haircut, to be honest. Alright. See, that's not at pure black. That's one step off pure black. I'm pretty positive. I hope that that's the case. But anyway. Let's go and unequip that. We'll go and head over to World 1-1. Go and get the cling ring. It's kind of ridiculous that we're getting the cling ring at this stage in the build. But, again, I wanted to get through World 1-1 as soon as possible in that first recording, and as a result, I did not pick up the cling ring. In future, I will pick up the cling ring, because it is useful later on. If not in the early game, then in the late game, yes it will. And I would suggest that had I gotten the cling ring, I would have avoided a number of deaths in the first and second parts of this recording. I think it was mainly first and second parts of this series. No, first and second parts of this build. There you go. 3 times the charm, innit? Inni. Alrighty. So, unfortunately, we'll have to take the long way, because I don't think I've unlocked... No, I wouldn't have unlocked the shortcut to get to the cling ring, because you would, at that point, be right in front of the cling ring, and would have already picked it up. So we will have to go the long way. But that's alright. It's better to go this way than the opposite way, I have to say. I'm just missing my pokes. It's fine. These guys do their jump forward attack and completely miss you anyway, so... We can both miss. Painfully. It's fine. Go away. Oh, fuck off. No, you don't. I guess he tossed it really hard. He had to go... Stop hitting me. That's a bastard sword in there if you want it. I don't. There we go. I'm one-shotting because it is World 1-1 in new games, so you'd hope I'd be one-shotting. Alright, we'll see how we fare against the Blue-Eyed Knight. Well, obviously we're going to one-shot if we do a riposta. What have we got? I would have cried if it were the Knight Shield, I have to be honest. Whenever you resolve to buy the Knight Shield and then get it as a drop, it's really sad because it's so hard to get it as a drop. But it's also quite expensive as a result. So it's kind of like reverse good luck. It's bad luck because you've received it when you had already bought it. But you also needed an incredible amount of good luck to actually get it in the first place. Alright, let's go pull the lever. And now we can access this. Like how I thought, did I have the shortcut to the cling ring open? Clearly not. Anyway. There we go. That was totally unnecessary. I mean, it was necessary for me to get the cling ring, but it was unnecessary for me to need to go back and get it at this point in the game. I should have gotten it in the first part of this build. And yet I did not do that, because I suck, clearly. Alrighty, back to the Nexus, and again we will head through 5-2 with the cling ring on, and go and kill the primeval demon. We will then return to the well, can we even return to the Nexus? I think we can from that point. Can we? We would have to Nexual Binding. Let's Nexual Binding, because I only have 552 souls right now, and we're not going to get many souls at all from killing the primeval demon, if any. So I will go ahead and just Nexual Binding out, that's fine. If I were lucky, I would have gotten a Shard of Archstone from one of those rats that I killed in 5-1, but no, I did not. Which is whatever it is. That didn't really make sense as a phrase, but whatever. It's not unlike me to speak in such a way. Alright, so we just need to get past the giant depraved ones and that boardwalk, and as long as we can manage that, we'll be able to get to the primeval demon. This is assuming that we are one step off pure black, which I'm quite positive that we are. It's definitely not pure black, but I'm pretty positive that if we were to go any darker than it is right now, it would be at pure black, so that would suggest to me, logically speaking, that we are one step off pure black. We'll have to see though. I often miss this up. You know, every single time I say that I often miss that item, I miss it again. It's just it's a requirement of the playthrough for me to miss that item. I can't remember what it is. Whatever it is, it's not game breaking, I can assure you that much. Although you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Anyway. Poisoned. So these giant depraved ones, I think there's only one, is that right, in this position? Or in this area? We're not going to bother killing him. We're not going to bother killing anyone. We could, oh my god, that's right, we're one step off pure black, so as a result we do have a black phantom giant depraved one, who, FYI, will fucking kill us if we attempt to kill him at this point, so let's just ignore him, make use of our thief's ring, by running past them and then hopefully losing their aggro. We will make use of the, actually let's not whip out the lava bow just yet, because we have this guy to contend with, and then after we kill him we can use the lava bow a little bit, probably. To kill these fucking things, primarily. Stop that. That fucking hurt. I understand that they do more damage at this stage of the game, but, well, not at this stage of the game, more like at this stage of world tendency, but come on. That's insane. Stop that. Heal again. Don't die. Don't you fucking dare die. Ouch. God, that hurts. Not impressed, I have to tell you. Alright. I'm killing those guys because, as it turns out, they do a lot of damage as well, but more than anything else, it's their physical blocking of my path that often gets me killed. And if they're doing that much damage to me as well, that's just another issue that I need to deal with. I didn't even realize there were so many freaking enemies down this pathway. That's terrible. I can't really see who I'm aiming at there. Maybe that's not even a... Okay, I'm tempted to just use a fucking Soldier's Lotus. I said that I was tempted to and immediately went ahead and used it. So, I was more than tempted. Okay, clearly there are more people here than normal. That has to be a world tendency related thing, but I don't remember that being the case last time I was coming through here with a rather high tendency, because of course I have taken down World 5 a number of times to get to that primeval demon. That's insane. So many enemies. Thank God I've got ranged abilities here. Otherwise it would be hell. And there's still one here. How many? Okay, one. Hold on. Let me kill him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think one fell to make that 7. Oh, can you stop? How many of them fucking are there? Let's say that there's 7 or so of them around here in this particular stretch. And there's more further back. Like, how many of these guys do I have to kill? It's insane. Alright, let's try and get this item. I think it's black turpentine, which we can't really apply to our weapon, but we'll pick it up anyway. Just so that I can confirm what it is. Yes, it is black turpentine. Alrighty. So now that we're at this point, we can head to the slug nest. We'll probably get... In fact, we will get poisoned again. What am I saying probably for? I have 3,000 souls. It's a little bit more than the 500 or so that I had when I said that I'd be fine to actual binding, but it doesn't matter, because 3,000 is still not very much. Slug nest. Where art thou? So this is the first appearance of the slugs, and then the slugs will indeed appear just a little bit further. Well, the slug nest access point will be a little bit further up here. So, oh fuck me. Why are you guys here? Well, I'm not fighting you. No chance in hell. We'll just have to go and get poisoned again, that's fine. Let's go and equip our full moon grass, we're going to fucking need it. Oh god, go down. There we go. We've got 41 full moon grass, fortunately. I'm happy to see that. I have to try and get around all of these guys. No, I'm not going to the fog gate. That's not my goal. My goal is to get around these giant depraved ones. Have I... Oh my god, I managed to only piss off that guy. Should I kill him? Yeah, let's do it. He's coming after me. He must die. So I managed to not piss off those giant depraved ones. Viva la Thieves Ring. And, oh, hold on. But yeah, seriously, thank God for the Thieves Ring. Alrighty, so the primeval demon should be somewhere in this direction. There he is. I never know quite where he is, but I know that he's always in this general area. Good day. Let's see how many souls I get for killing you, just out of interest, because I hadn't really thought about it until now. It's so gross how his face moves like that. Ugh! Disgusting. 147 souls. That's nextual binding the fuck out of here. Should I just give it a try? Should I try and kill the Dirty Colossus? Maybe we can do it. How many arrows do we have? Because if I've already come this way, or all this way, if I've already come this far, I may as well give it a try. So we've got 47 arrows, 57, sorry, and yeah, let's not Royal Lotus just yet. I'm going to give the Dirty Colossus a try because I've already come all this way. I don't know if bosses are made any more difficult through World Tendency. I actually don't know, I don't think so, but I can't say for sure that they aren't made stronger. Is it too dark? I don't think so, it's alright. Like, it's darker than it was, obviously, but it's not too dark. It's okay, it's on the edge. So we'll go and take on the Dirty Colossus, we'll see what happens. I don't think it will take too long. Keep in mind that I did, at one time, fight the Dirty Colossus with a... something like a Fatal Rapier +3, I think it was. It was a fucking terrible experience, and I can assure you that it won't be anywhere near as bad this time around as it was then. So if I was able to survive that time, I should be fine this time around. Where the fuck am I? God damn it. Sometimes I just don't even understand. How have I gotten to this place? Where am I? Okay, let's just try and get back on track. I usually don't have issues coming through here, but then very occasionally I'll be like, where the fuck am I? It's really annoying. Okay, we need to continue straight through here. I think the filthy woman was somewhere around here. We don't care about her right now. She has nothing that is important enough to warrant stopping to talk to her, because we would require, or it would be needed, it would be necessary. Stop it! Did you see how he did not even at one point hesitate? He was ready to attack me immediately. I thought I had the fucking Thieves Ring on, mate. You are so annoying. Holy dick. Alright, I can't see anything. You are so annoying. Words fail. They really do. Okay, so let's go around. We are almost at our destination. Here we go. It's just ahead. Fuck this place. I knew where I needed to go, it was just a matter of getting around those fucking depraved ones. Alright, so let's not actually use a Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. It's not necessary, because we're going to revive after this boss anyway, and I don't think we're going to have too many problems going up against this guy. We're going to start off by using the lava bow. I think that we can just miss the arrows completely if we want. What's going on? Is he completely ignoring our arrows? I think he is. Unless they're phasing out of existence in some way. Yeah, he's ignoring our arrows completely. Look at this. What the fuck? Okay, well, arrows don't work on the Dirty Colossus. Who would have fucking thought? I certainly wouldn't have. Okay, so that is not much damage, but hey, it's a lot better than the Fatal Rapier when I was using that. There's no fucking doubt about that. So look for... what build was it? It was a critical build of sorts that I was using. I can't remember what it was called. But if you can find the Dirty Colossus confrontation, it was awful because of how long it took. I'm very glad that I didn't end up failing. I was starting to work up a sweat towards the end of the fight, because I think the fight itself took at least 10 minutes. Now that might not sound like a long time, but that's a long time to spend in a boss fight. It's painful. And towards the end of the fight, when I was pretty much running out of all healing materials, I was really worried about actually failing the fight after having spent so much time on it. That would be just terrible, and not at all enjoyable, for obvious reasons. So yeah, I wasn't able to use the lava bow on this guy, which is fine. I've used the lava bow on all the bosses that I've fought so far, apart from this guy, which is 2. So far being in this recording, that's what I meant. Because I've fought the Man-Eater, or the Man-Eaters, and the Leechmonger in this particular recording, so it's good to use the Epee Rapier for one of those 3 that I happen to fight. Oh, he's getting all black again. Maybe not even again. Maybe this is the first time he's been this black. I don't know. Anyway, we can definitely thank his weakness to the fire element for the amount of damage that we're doing right now. Otherwise, no. Would not have been good at all. That was a nice quick fight, I'm glad. I'm all black. I just need to burn myself alive to stop being black. That's how that works in the south. And with that, we can probably go and kill Garl Vinland, can't we? Yes, we can. Let's go do that. Seeing as though we're here, this is how it's all working. Seeing as though we're already here, we may as well. And then after that, we'll finish up. How about that? Let's go to Blacksmith Ed, go upgrade our Epee Rapier. That was the whole point of us taking down that Archstone. We're getting a lot done in this recording. What ends up happening is that I have less to do in the last recording of a build, because generally I'll just have... oh no, I do still have World 4 to take care of. That's a good point. So in the next... why am I talking like that? In the next recording we will be able to take on 4-2 and 4-3. What am I doing? Dying. Or being at risk of dying at the very least. So we'll be able to take on 4-2, 4-3, and 1-4. And we'll also get the remaining colourless demon souls that we need. We'll see if we can take on World 1-4 without dying. If we can manage to do that, then we'll be able to access Executioner Morales area. Hallelujah, for the first time. But there's a fair chance we won't be able to do that. So yeah, that's going to be annoying. So that's an S scaling. What's this? This is an A scaling. So once we get to +4, we'll have our S scaling in magic. Stop that. And yeah, how much damage are we doing now? It is 213. That is not a big increase. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better once we get that S scaling. And then we'll have one more upgrade after that, and the Epee Rapier will be done. After that, it's pretty much upgrading our magic that will increase the damage of our weapon. I don't know how the Epee Rapier will stand up against New Game Plus and New Game Plus 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, but it's probably not going to stand up too well. We'll probably have to end up having it be like a pure critical build at that point, so that I'll still be able to do decent damage. Now, I haven't actually leveled up with these souls because I'm greedy. It is Garl Vinland. I'm not too worried about failing a fight with him, which is probably the best way to jinx yourself, but here I am doing it anyway. And it is kind of dark. Let's go and... This has been the recording of making adjustments, clearly. It's kind of crazy. Anyway. Let's go and head down. I always end up taking more damage because I fall down that thing, but I managed to roll through it, I think. Either that or I wouldn't have taken damage anyway, but that was enough of a fall for me to take some damage from it, so I guess I did manage to roll through it. Shut up, Australia. It's funny, when I say Australia, it sounds like I'm saying Australia because of the Australian accent, but no. I'm not saying Australia, I'm saying Australia. Made in Australia. What the fuck was that? Did you guys see that camera just turn all the way in there? That was not me touching the, I wasn't touching anything. I can't see shit. I missed completely because I suck. Yes, let's use Late Moon. Even Late Moon's a little overkill for that. But... Alright. Now, doing a chain backstab is the best way to handle that, but as it turned out, I was not... Ooh, that could have been dodgy. Sometimes you can get a dodgy death, but... Now, the key with this guy is to deal enough damage to him... Well, you don't want him to heal, because he can heal. That is something that he is capable of. How did that happen? Please backstab him. There we go. Alright, we'll try and chain backstab him. He's against a wall, kind of, so we'll see what we can do. There we go. He should be dead. There we go. So the worst thing about Garl Vinland is that he does heal himself, and it's fucking annoying. Okay, we can drop the shield, because we don't need that. We have no intention of using the shield, so... I might use the armor set, so I'm going to take the armor set. There we go. So now I have the full armor set in my inventory, fortunately. Just make sure that I do. No? Yes. Okay. Now we just need to go and talk to Maiden Australia. Now for the longest time I did actually forget that I could just talk to her to kill her. So I think in some of my Let's Play recordings, probably 2 builds, I was attacking her with my weapon to kill her, but it's not necessary, you can just talk to her like that. Talk to her like that. And it's better because if you attack her with the weapon, not only are you prolonging the fight, thus resulting in more damage being dealt by Plague, you're also inviting more risk because she will use God's Wrath to deal damage to you, which really does suck quite a bit. So, yeah, that's a thing. In terms of the number of souls that we currently have 90,000, but I think we're going to use some of these, if not all of them, because I don't think we're going to use any of these. I don't think we are we? There's nothing that we really want to use other than the Epee Rapier and the Lava Bow. We might use a dragon weapon, that's a possibility, because we are at the point now where it's kind of a fire build. So I could use a dragon-infused weapon, but none of that's going to help me. Like, none of these things here are going to help me along the path of getting a dragon-infused weapon. So I think we're just going to leave this alone. Like, we're not going to... Okay, let's just use them all, I don't give a shit. It can be helpful to have this. Helpful to have this. Why am I talking like that? I wish I knew. I wouldn't mind using the Ancient King set, but it's such a fucking hassle to get that I'm not going to bother. Seriously. I don't know what that soul is, but it's something. It's something. I have everything that I need. Okay, so we currently have 251,000 souls. 251,161 more specifically, but that's pretty damn good, and I'm happy to see that. Generally, you don't see it at this point in the game, but we do have a lot of souls, and we are going to level up with them. So we're going to take you to 20. We'll take you to 40. Phew, that's really nice. And we're going to aim to take you to 20, which we're just short of being able to do. But yeah, that's awesome. That's a lot of level ups right there. And we can see that Valley of Defilement is pure white now. Actually no, of course, even after getting it to 1 step off pure black, of course we did kill the Primeval Demon, which does restore it to positive world tendency. So yeah, that's what's happening here. We are pretty damn close to finishing this build. It will probably only require 1 more recording, and then we will be done. I am 1 hour and 30 minutes into this, which is around the time that I wanted to stop. And I still need to work out the armor set. I might go Ring of Great Strength. I don't think I have it in my inventory, but we'll have it when we kill Bior anyway. But yeah, we might go Dark Silver set, maybe. Because it's just nice to have a little bit of extra damage. We might need to increase our endurance quite a little bit more, even with the Ring of Great Strength. Although these are reasonably light weapons. Actually, I think it's 5 units, this one. Let's have a look. It's 2 units of weight. That's insane. How can the lava bow be 2 units of weight? Look at the thing. I guess it is kind of small, isn't it? If you look at the icon for the weapon, it looks bigger than it actually is. But if you look at it on his person, it's fairly light, so it makes sense that it's just 2 units of weight. That's crazy. And then the shield should be 5. Yeah, so I think we'll be able to fast roll pretty easily with the Dark Silver set and the Ring of Great Strength. That's cool. Alright, we'll take care of that in the next video. We'll also take care of finishing up the upgrading of the Epee Rapier and the Night Shield. We'll see what we can do with the Night Shield. I probably have a lot of stuff to upgrade with it, actually, after having gone through World 1-2. We might just do that right now. Not 1-2, 1-3, sorry. Alright, let's have a look and see. Shut up. I shouldn't tell Stockpile Thomas to shut up. He's a cool guy. Let's try to level up a shield. What have we got? Yep, we can upgrade that to the next level now. Then after that, we just need to get a few more things. I think that's whatever that is. I keep calling them chunks of hardstone. I don't think that's what they're called. They might be. I don't know, but yeah. I thank you all for watching. That's been it for part 33 for my Demon Souls livestream series with the Epee Rapier / Lava Bow build. I once again think there will only be one more recording for the new game run of this build, and then after that, I don't know what build we're going to do. Haven't really thought past that point. I did have a few that I was tossing up between, but can't remember what they were now. I definitely got this done faster than I was expecting, but I suppose I shouldn't have really been expecting it to take much longer than this, because getting the Lava Bow and the Epee Rapier is not a very difficult task, so yeah, I've mostly taken care of everything that I wanted to do. I'll see you guys in the next recording, and I'll see you when I am next sitting down in front of Demon Souls and recording it, I suppose. Bye bye.